Simplifying improper fractions. This video is produced by Math GPS. The brain likes simplicity. Improper fractions are easier to imagine if they can be written as a mixed number. What is an improper fraction? An improper fraction is a fraction whose numerator is larger than its denominator. Examples: 3/2, 4/3, 15/10. In each example, the top number, the numerator, is larger than the bottom number, the denominator. What is a mixed number? A mixed number is a whole number and fraction in combination. Examples: 1 1/2, 2 1/4, 4 3/5. Chef Lorenzo added 5/2 cup of flour to the cake mixture. Rename the amount as a mixed number. Well, how do we do that? Let me share two methods. In method 1, to rename the improper fraction 5/2 as a mixed number, we simply decompose the improper fraction into add-ins that are equal to 1 plus any remaining halves. So 5/2 is rewritten as 2/2 plus 2/2 plus 1/2. We then add the whole units to the remaining 1/2 to find a simplified mixed number of 2 1/2. In method 2, we recognize the fraction bar as a division operation. So we simply divide the numerator, 5, by the denominator, 2, to get an answer of 2 1/2. The remainder, 1, is written as a fraction, with 1 as the numerator and the divisor 2 as the denominator. Chef Lorenzo added 2 1/2 cups of flour to the cake mixture. 2 1/2 is much simpler for the brain to understand than 5/2. Megan used a tape measure to find the length of a floor tile. The tile measured 17/12 feet. Rename the amount as a mixed number. Again, let's look at both methods. To rename the improper fraction 17/12 as a mixed number, we simply decompose the improper fraction into add-ins that are equal to 1 plus any remaining 12ths. We then add the whole unit to the remaining 5/12 to find a simplified mixed number of 1 5/12. In method 2, we recognize the fraction bar as a division operation. So we simply divide the numerator 17 by the denominator 12 to get an answer of 1 5/12. Again, the remainder 5 is written as a fraction with 5 as the numerator and the divisor 12 as the denominator. The floor tile is 1 5/12 feet long. Leilani tutored friends after school. She tutored a total of 13/4 hours. Rename the amount as a mixed number. You can choose either method. If you chose method 1 to rename the improper fraction 13/4 as a mixed number, you would decompose the improper fraction into add-ins that are equal to 1 plus any remaining fourths. You would add the whole units to the remaining 1/4 to find a simplified mixed number of 3 1/4. If you chose method 2, you would do a division problem. You would divide the numerator 13 by the denominator 4 to get an answer of 3 1/4. You would have written the remainder 1 as a fraction, with 1 as the numerator and the divisor 4 as the denominator. Leilani tutored for 3 1/4 hours after school. That's quite a bit of time. After the thunderstorm, Max measured the rainfall amount. 8/3 inches of rain fell. Rename the amount as a mixed number. Again, you can choose the method. If you chose method 1, you would simply decompose the improper fraction into addends that are equal to 1 plus any remaining thirds. You would then add the whole units to the remaining 2/3 to find a simplified mixed number of 2 2/3. If you chose method 2, you would simply divide the numerator 8 by the denominator 3 to get an answer of 2 2/3. Again, the remainder 2 is rewritten as a fraction with 2 as the numerator and 3 as the denominator. 2 2/3 inches of rain fell. Mrs. Miller teaches 5th grade. She challenged her students to rename 56 as a simplified mixed number. Which method would you choose in this case? Deanna chose method 2. Mrs. Miller agreed that that was the most efficient choice. But Mrs. Miller also told Deanna her answer was not finished. Deanna took the improper fraction 56 and she divided the numerator 50 by the denominator 6. Her answer was 8 2/6. What should Deanna do at this point? Why is 8 2/6 not in simplest form? Deanna focused on the fraction part of the answer and realized 2/6 could be renamed in simpler form. She divided the numerator and denominator by the common factor 2. Her final answer was 8 1/3. Mrs. Miller told Deanna she was exactly right. 56 written in simplest form is 8 1/3. Very easy for the brain to understand. Texas students must be able to rename improper fractions in simplest form. This free video file may be downloaded from the Math GPS website. Thanks for watching.